Hello again, welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is BGFH, and I am back for another Xbox One video. And actually, this is another backwards compatible 360 game. But as I'm recording this, it just became available through the backwards compatibility list of games a couple days ago. And it is one of my favorite games ever. We are looking at Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And I've been wanting to be able to cover this game on the channel for some time now. Like I said, it's probably one of my just one of my favorite games ever. For those unfamiliar with Castlevania, the series started out on the NES, where they were just, classic 2D side-scrolling action games, except, you controlled, Simon or, God, I can't remember all their names, but the Belmont family. You're fighting Dracula, his minions, and you're fighting with a whip and like different sub weapons. You had like axes and daggers and different things. Castlevania 2 was a little bit different. They kind of tried on the NES. They tried like an open exploration, like a non-linear game, and it was neat for the time. I had it, I played it, but there was some really just obscure things that it was really hard to figure out without either having someone who knew about it or having Nintendo Power or things like that. The 16-bit Castlevanias were similar, but they went back to the 2D style side-scrolling. So like Castlevania 1, 3, and 4 were side-scrollers. You had Bloodlines, and then you had Rondo of Blood, which didn't come out in the US until much, much later. But then you had Symphony of the Night on the original PlayStation. And this game really upgraded the Castlevania franchise to something a little bit different. Just like the original Metroid and Super Metroid, it adopted more of an open-ended action exploration kind of a theme, where the whole environment, like you're exploring Dracula's castle, you had to kill bosses and get different, you had to get different abilities to unlock new areas, and it was just this really cool exploration type of thing. So let's just get started here. Overall, this game is actually quite playable. It's visually, it's quite playable with low vision. This screen is really the only one that's kind of bad. I mean, the text is big, the contrast is okay, but the font that they use for these menu items is just, I really don't like it. To me, it has that kind of like old English style. I don't know what you would call that font. I'm not a font expert by any stretch of the imagination, but it's just not very good. I can see where some people are really going to have trouble reading that. Thankfully, you don't have to care too much. But we're going to go in, we're going to choose our file, and boom. So I'm a couple areas into the game. I'm not even going to say levels, because this game doesn't really have levels. You're just exploring the castle. So you start out in this, I have a save room right here. That's what they look like. Before I go into the actual game, I'll hit the back button here. Actually, I'll first hit the pause button. This is your kind of overall game, Xbox arcade menu for the game. But here is where you really want to focus. This is where you have your character information. So in addition to becoming more of a non-linear game, well, it's largely linear, but it's just a lot more open. But in addition to that, Castlevania actually started adding RPG elements. So you see on the upper, on the top there, it says I'm a level 7. I am playing as Alucard. It tells me all my stats, like my HP, my MP, all that kind of stuff. On the right, I got my attack and defense. On the lower left, you've got like all your stats, like your strength and intelligence and luck and all that. You've got your experience levels in the lower left there. So I need about 192 to get my next experience level. And then in the middle of the screen, you got this little menu here. So not only do I have to, not only can I worry about like my stats and everything, but I can equip different things. So I have a primary, I can equip something in each hand. So right now I've got a weapon in one hand and I've got a shield in the other. I don't have, sadly, I haven't found any armor or anything like that, and that is really unfortunate because that would be really, really helpful. I need some defense right now. I would really, really, really love some defense. I don't have any spells just yet because I haven't gotten far enough. I should mention that I have played through this a few times. I played through it all the way on the original PlayStation, and on the Xbox 360 when it came out on Live Arcade. I did play through it all the way down there when I lived in Florida too. So I have beaten this a couple times, but it's been a little while, so I don't remember like the exact path and stuff like that. I can also hit the left trigger, bring up my map over here, kind of your Super Metroid-esque map thing. You can kind of see the circle in the middle of the screen that's kind of flashing. That is where I am, and we're just going to start exploring this castle. And one thing that the Castlevania games are really known for is its music. Even the original games on the NES, some of the most memorable, iconic, catchy soundtracks ever in gaming. Symphony of the Night was really the first time. I don't remember what Rondo of Blood had. I don't remember if that had CD quality music or like if it real music or not. I think it was MIDI still. But, you know, we're on a CD at this point, PlayStation. So now instead of MIDI, you had full music, and they had a whole variety of, you know, some of it was orchestrated, some of it was pretty like rockin', kind of a metal or like a hard rock sort of a thing. But it's just a really, really great instrumental. This is one of the first soundtracks, if not the first soundtrack, that I ever bought. I hate these things. Okay. Typical Castlevania fashion. You use your, whip candles. So we're going to go up. Get some gold. And the hearts actually give you power for your sub-weapon. So that's important. Okay, kill that thing. You gotta take your time on this part here because these guys are easy to kill, but if you don't get lined up correctly, they can kind of ruin your day. Now, again, this is the first game. Not only did it have CD audio, but it actually had voice acting, and a lot of it was really cheesy. You'll hear some right now.
Wait a moment. You seem human, and yet, what do you here?
I've come to destroy this castle.
That would be me, Alucard.
Then we have the same purpose. I'll trust you for now. I'm Maria. Who are you?
Alucard.
Not the talkative type, I can see. Well, perhaps we'll meet again, if you live that long. Farewell.
Yeah, nice vote of confidence there, lady. Okay, so this clock room actually plays a lot into the later game. This room is actually very important later on, but we don't know that yet. We are going to continue down the down this room here with the clock towers and such. Kill these little minions. And I hope to God I don't suck too badly. The other night when I was playing, when I started playing this, I was trying to get ready to record the video, get at least a little ways into the game, and I was just dying on stupid enemies, like, or just rushing into things too much, and you can't do that late. Okay, I really hate things are just obnoxious. They just float around and stupid stuff like that. Exactly what I was talking about. Oh, no. Here. There. Enough. Okay. So I really don't have much of any abilities right now. I've only killed like one major boss at this point, and I've unlocked like a couple of different areas of the castle, parts of them. But even the parts that you unlock, would you stop it? Even the stuff that you unlock, basically the problem is you can only unlock certain areas, and there are multiple ways because you're coming back to different parts of the castle all throughout the game. So you're getting new abilities and finding switches and all kinds of stuff to unlock different like shortcuts back through the castle to areas that you've already been to. I like this ability. Okay, so I really wish I could remember. I thought there was another save point coming up here pretty soon, but I don't remember. I know it wasn't down to the left. What was down here again? I'll hold my shield out there. You can see. Oh, what was? Okay, I think this is where actually I want to go. This is a path. Now these look a lot more fierce than they actually are. As long as you don't get hit by their fire, you're okay. It's really not too bad. So they look a lot more intimidating than they actually are. Thankfully. So as long as they don't do something stupid. Kind of back up a little bit. I love how just the general trope of like enemies just exploding. You know, they don't just die, they just burst into like explosion or burst into flames. Video games, you know? No. Can't get hit. Ow! I actually got hit with. Okay, now I'm mad. Yay, leveled up. Okay, that's good. I think that gives me full health again. So you're, you know, of course, your level up, you get better defense a little bit, you get a little better attack, and refills your health. So you can actually kind of grind. What? Oh, fucking Medusas. Fucking hate. Ah! Our own. Okay, okay. Oh, not a good way to start. Wasn't paying any attention. Would you quit stoning me? God dang it, man. I can't even get close to him now. I was talking and I wasn't paying any attention. Okay, you know what? I wonder if I can shield. Yeah, fuck you. Okay. And I gotta shoot you in the face. I'm probably gonna die here because I was playing really poorly. I said I wasn't paying any attention after I beat those. I thought this room was done. I just started rolling forward and... yeah, okay. Get underneath. No, you're not gonna do that. Uh-oh. Yeah. Burn and die, lady. Or demon thing, whatever you are. I say lady because it screamed, so... Alright, now we're done with this room. And here we get a loading zone. This was kind of in the original PlayStation version, I think, just to transition to different areas, and it kind of masked some of the loading time. Where... is it down? I think it's down. I'm going to try to find... I think there's a save point right nearby, which I desperately, desperately need, because I have... okay. Oh, no. No. No! Yeah. Mother. Alright. So, I'm kind of glad that I died there, because this is the one thing I find annoying about this game. Is I can't skip this whole game over sequence. I can hit every button. I can, hit anything. It doesn't... I have to sit there and wait through it the whole time. Then it brings you back to the title screen. Choose your file, or start a game, choose your file, and then you go again. Now I gotta start all the way back from where we started. Man, earlier on in the game, there were like save points like every 2 feet, and now it's like, I know I was getting close to one, but maybe I have to go up. We're gonna go up when we get to where we're going this next time. So hopefully things will go better. Hopefully... I said I will try not to suck. I know I'm really early game. I'm not leveled up very far. I don't hardly have anything good for equipment right now. So I can die very easily. Especially when you suck like I do and you do stupid... Enough! Yeah, see, stuff like that happens. If you don't kill those things, like if you're just off a little bit, I don't care. Shut up. I've heard it before. Go away. So I already lost some health there. Now I gotta be more careful. I'm trying to go fast on a video, and I don't have the stats to do it. I actually have to play a lot more conservatively in the beginning. Get more sub-weapon. Now I want to try to avoid these. Haha! Stupid floating things. Real? Okay. If I can just get to the point where I level up again. Burr! Oh god, okay. Here. Okay. I always forget to use the shield. I use the shield. Okay. What was up here again? I truthfully don't remember what was up here. Okay, let's see what's up this way first. Oh, yeah. Okay, there's a barrier that I can't open right now. Alright, so get more experience here. Okay. Now we fight our big whatchamathings again. I'd like to at least show off a boss. You get to see a little bit of voice acting. I might, before the end of the video, I might just start a new game so you can see how the game starts with, like, just some nice cheesy voice acting, but the first levels, or the first areas, music is really good. It's one of my favorite pieces of music in the game. Blow it up! Burn! Alright, level up again, that's good. Now, I'm not going to make the same mistake on the stupid plant things. Because, boy, that stoning did not help. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Okay, we're going to run. We're going to get in close. I think it takes 2 hits. Yep. They're not hard to kill. You just have to get in close enough or have the right sub-weapon. So again, we're going to get in close. Oh, no. Shh. Okay. And I can't just hit her on the bottom. I have to hit... Wow! Well, it wasn't as horrid as before, but... Alright, let's go up. Because down, I think, might be the wrong place to be right now. I think we need to go up. Do I have it? I really want some damn armor. I really want some armor. I really do. Do I... I think I have to go that way because that's the other player is too high. I need a double jump, I think, to get there. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. No. Ow. Fucking die. Okay. Gotta get through this room. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Now. What's over here? Oh, save point. Yes, 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 yes. Whew. Alright, now we don't have to backtrack all the way to the beginning if I die. Huh, okay. Let's go check. Sometimes there are secret walls that you can hit. I found one or two already. You can break open a wall and then you'll get like a secret room. And usually it's got like a magic or health up or some other kind of cool item. You know, maybe some armor or something. Oh, the boss! You get to see a boss, and you get to see me probably fail spectacularly. I don't even remember. I am probably gonna die. Oh, here we get some rockin' stuff here. Oh, yeah. Ow! Man, I'm just getting my ass kicked here. Hey, would you... Ow! I am just getting rocked here. I've barely even hurt him. Yeah. That was terrible. See, yeah, now I gotta wait. Game over. I'll try one more time, and then I think what we'll do is I will start a new game, show you the beginning, and then we'll call it. Because, yeah, this game is just so good. I really, really like this game. See, if I were able to just jump right back in, it wouldn't be so bad. But it's just you gotta wait so long in order to get back in. Then you gotta wait for this animation. Okay, I mean, I could go down, and see, that's the thing, is if, let's say you find a boss that you're having trouble with, you can kind of go around the castle, and, you know, the old Castlevanias, you just had to figure out a way to beat it, which some people like the old way, and some people like the new way, where, like, you know, I can level up, and if I get, you know, find another better weapon, or better armor, or if I find a way to, you know, if I level up a couple more times, so my damage, I can do more damage. That'll obviously make the boss easier. So there are ways to kind of, not really cheat, but make it easier for yourself if you're willing to do a little more grinding, like you would in an RPG. Ow. I'm trying to... Man, I am just... Yeah, turn into your stupid little... Man, I am just... Yeah. You don't like my axes, but that's not going to be enough, because I'm going to run out of hearts. See, then I have to go in if I want to heal. Let's say I want to heal. I would go in, choose my... Oh, what do we got here? Pentagram, what does that do? Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. Let's see, what does it do? Increase all enemies... So let's... I only have one potion right now. So if I want to heal, I use my... See, I'm out of... Ow! Man, I am just getting rocked here. This guy's got all kinds of attacks. What happens if I... Let's try to use... Okay. I can't get close enough with this shitty weapon. I know I was supposed to find another weapon. I didn't explore some of the sub-rooms on the way here, so I'm probably missing some equipment, either some armor or weapons. When I went through this before, I could usually beat this boss pretty easily. But hey, at least you got to see a boss. Now that we died again, I will start a new game. So let's just jump up to a random one here. And we'll just call ourselves AAA, because we can. Why not? And this is how your game starts. Now, I'm not playing... This is where... Remember when I mentioned Rondo of Blood? This is actually the end of the game. You're basically replaying how the Rondo of Blood ended. Dracula X Rondo of Blood. I don't think that became available until in the US, because it was a Japanese game. Konami, of course, made all the Castlevania games. I want to say the PSP might have been the first time we got it. Then it came to the Wii Virtual Console, actually got it, Rondo of Blood, which I did buy at one point. And then... Okay, here we go. Here's some great voice acting.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world.
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Perhaps the
I am
same
Bob
could be
from
said of all
QA.
religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk.
How about
you?
Welcome to Symphony of the Night. That is a great way. That is a great way to open the game. It's just stupid cheesy. Like I said, it's like Bob from QA. It's like, hey, Bob, you want to come down and read these lines for us real quick? You get to play Dracula, and you get to play Victor or whatever. So this part is pretty easy. You're really overpowered right now, basically, because you just want to... Ow! Okay, I got hit a while. I'm not even sure you can die in this part. Like, even if you do, I think it like resurrects you or something. It's actually pretty easy. But then I'll show you the true way that the game starts. Okay, you got a couple more hits on him. Kind of cool how it starts with a boss battle. Ah! Stupid fireballs. Come here, Dracula. Ow! Ow! Hey! Ho ho ho. Yes, telegraph where you're gonna teleport in. That's fine. Alright. Why did... Man, I just... And funny enough, it's actually a two-form boss. It's not just one. Like, he actually transforms here in a minute if I can actually get more than a hit in him. Yeah. Yeah. See, she'll save you. I usually get through this without really taking a hit, but I'm just, you know, talking, playing, whatever. Oh, he's getting hurt now. Okay. Grant me power. Oh, this guy, okay. Good stomping on me, bud.
No, it cannot be.
Yes, it can! There, boom, done, beat it. That was an easy fight, right? Game over, beat it. Yeah, okay, not really. But yeah, so that's the way the original the Rondo of Blood ended, and that leads into the true sequel, Symphony of the Night. So now we don't play as Richter anymore. Now we're going to play as Alucard as he enters the castle once again. As we scroll through this long thing of text, which I don't think I can skip. Nice contrast overall. I mean, it's not too bad. Most of the text in this game is actually pretty readable. It's just that one or two areas where there's like a lot of that really old English style text that's actually kind of hard to read. But yeah, this game is just so good. And, you know, okay, yeah, minor spoiler warning, but this game is like 20 years old now, which is scary in itself. But what blew my mind about this game is not only that it had CD audio and the music was awesome, the gameplay was great, it had voice acting, yes, it was cheesy, but it was a novel thing back then. But what really blew my mind is that this game actually has multiple endings. If you get the bad ending, you know, you just go through this castle and you beat the boss, and okay, well, yeah, it's an ending, but it's not really the true ending. Well, you find out that, oh, you actually have to do, toward the end of this castle, you actually have to do things in a certain way. And then, if you beat the final boss, what you end up learning is after beating through this whole castle, you have only beaten half of the game. Yes, you actually have to play through the whole castle again, but it's the upside down castle. It's the whole castle, but you're actually playing it like backwards, and like it's like upside down. And the enemies are a lot harder. There's all the old rooms have different new bosses in them. It is just the upside down castle is really hard. There are a couple really memorable bosses in there that I absolutely hate. Mainly that there's one where there's this big ball of corpses, and I hate that boss. And there's another one way late in the game that just is always a huge pain in the ass. And I usually find myself having to grind the castle and over-level myself a little bit to where I'd normally need to be, because those bosses are just, they take forever to kill and they suck. But here we go. We are playing as Alucard now, and we are going to enter the castle. And look at this, I can just destroy everything in like one hit. Just boom. You'll see what happens soon enough. This overpowered, we're going to enter Dracula's castle, we're going to kick some ass. And this is one of my favorite pieces of music in the game. I love this. It's a really awesome mixture of rock and great mixture between like rock and classical music, because you hear like the classical musical instruments in there. Once I kill some dudes here, I'll hear it. Alright, I'm like, holy crap, this music isn't a video game? It's just an awesome way to open Symphony of the Night. So good. Like I said, this is one of the first game soundtracks I ever bought, because there's some really excellent, not just the rock stuff. I mean, there's some really great, like orchestral stuff that I really enjoyed in this game. And it was, you know, it's not MIDI. Yeah, Castlevania has always had, pretty much no matter what Castlevania game you can think of, I would say with the exception of Harmony of Dissonance, the second GBA game, that actually had some kind of terrible music in it for the most part. But Castlevania has always had just fantastic music in it. Really catchy, just really, really good music. So, I don't... after Symphony of the Night, we really didn't get the straightforward Castlevania games again. This game was just super popular. I would say it's probably in the top 10 of the vast majority. Like, everyone I talk to, this is easily in their top 10 games ever. People just love Symphony of the Night, and with good reason, with excellent reason. But, this style of game was such a hit that when they went on to the GBA Castlevania, like the GBA Castlevania's Game Boy Advance, there were 3 Castlevania games on that, and they were all this kind of open castle style, like Symphony of the Night style. And that's where you get this, of course, the Metroidvania, the Metroid and Castlevania mixture, when we're describing other sort of games like this, like Dust. I covered that on the channel. All these different things. So that's largely where this comes from. And you could kind of argue Castlevania 2 did it first. Yes, it did. But this was just this super polished version of it. And then they went, like I said, they did the Game Boy Advance ones. They did the Nintendo DS ones. There were like there were just 3 of them on there too. And then they kind of stopped making them. I think we got a little oversaturated for a while. Because for a while it seemed like they were coming out like starting with the Game Boy Advance, they were coming out like once every year. And it was, even I was getting a little bit of Castlevania fatigue. I mean, I love these games to death, but I just got fatigued on them. And, being Konami has made some of the just most memorable games in the past, like in so many ways. And within the last year and a half or so, one could argue maybe a little longer, it is really, really sad to see what Konami's become. I mean, I don't even know if they're going to make video games anymore. You had Metal Gear last year, but then that turned out... I mean, the game was good from what I hear. Haven't played it, but even that whole mess with Kojima, that was a whole clusterfuck. And they've alienated him now. They've basically fired him, or however that worked out. They're just not making games anymore. Like, all these classic franchises that Konami did, they made some great arcade games, great 8 and 16-bit games, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, all these Castlevania games. Just, it is really sad. I don't know if they're going to come back. I don't know if they can come back. I don't think they really care about games anymore. It's just really sad to see. Because, I mean, man, a high-def Xbox One PC Castlevania game would be fantastic. I would buy that shit in a heartbeat. And to wrap up this video, we are going to meet death. And here's some more excellent voice acting.
Alucard, what is your business here?
I've come to put an end to this.
Still befriending mortals. I'll not ask you to return to our side, but I demand you cease your attack.
I will not.
You shall regret those words. We will meet again.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, bastard stole all my weapons, I have nothing anymore. I don't have any strength anymore. My character's just super weak now. If I go back in my inventory, I don't have hardly anything anymore. So, yeah, I'm in a bad way. So we'll go back to the save point up here. I might be able to show you one other boss real quick, the first boss of the game. So we'll jump over that. Now I haven't used it, but I can do like a backdash. And here is another barrier that I can't get to. See, there's a nice little heart icon that I would really, really love to have. So I'm going to come from... On the left there, you can see that's a loading zone door, so it comes from another part of the castle. So you're going to get to that part way later on, and then you'll be able to come back and get to this first area of the castle once again. So we're going to kill this guy. Ow! I said we're going to kill this guy. And then we're going to see, I think, did I grab... Haha, I did. Get my weapon out. And now we'll save it. And I'll show you the first boss, which I will more than likely die on, because I'm just gonna rush through, and I'll try to beat it, but I won't promise anything. You know, I'm not really gonna level up or anything like that. We're just gonna cruise in. But this is Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It's just super, super memorable. This game is all kinds of awesome. Absolutely love it. Glad I'm finally able to cover this on the channel. Highly, highly recommended. If you have an original PlayStation, if you have a Xbox 360 or an Xbox One, ow, dick. Hey. If you have that, ow. Would you kindly quit chucking your shit at me? Okay, I'm going to try to make it to the next save point here without screwing up. Okay. Now I could go... Those are spikes, of course. I can't hit those. And we're just going to jump up here. I know I could get the points, but I just want to get moving. You get to hear... Oh, actually, there's one of those secrets I was talking about. I was able to show you that then. Cool. So we'll hit this. Boom! Power up. So you definitely want to explore the castle and, you know, kind of keep an eye out for places where you think, maybe that would be a good place to bash open and see if there's a secret there. Because you're definitely rewarded if you find them. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. He's so far back. I want to hit him, but I don't want to get over to his giant axes. There we go. Doing okay there. Okay, save point is coming up here in just a minute. And then we're going to fight our first boss after these things get out of my way. And we'll wrap up this video. Alright. Alright, so let's see how badly I do at the first boss. I hope I can beat it. It'd be cool if I did. But if I don't, whatever. So we're going to keep on going up. Get some more hearts. So I have my sub-weapon. I missed my double jump. I really do. Alright, here we go. First boss. And then there's actually two demons I gotta fight this time. Okay, we're gonna fight this one first. This one's easier to kill. Just hit him once. Just don't be under his little spike when he falls. So this one's pretty easy. He'll change it up here in a minute. Slightly. Ah! Not what I meant. That was dumb. Okay. So far I haven't taken a lot of hits. I do not want them to come down, because if they start attacking me at all, then it's bad. I want them to all be up. up on top. Because if it's that other one that that blue guy, that's the guy I freaking hate. Hey, I said. Oh, I leveled up. Awesome. Hey, I didn't. Oh shit! I thought I. Oh wait, no, I didn't have my shield. Hold on. Okay, that'll help. Ooh, okay, this is gonna be bad. Ow! Dick. Alright, I died. Yeah, that guy I don't like fighting. The other guy is pretty easy, but that stupid guy... That was kind of my fault, the way I played part of it there. But, yeah, that's Castlevania Symphony of the Night. PlayStation, Xbox 360, Xbox One now, backward compatible. Really fun game. I mean, it's really, really long. Several hours long to beat, because they said if you get the true, if you want the true ending, you basically play through the game twice, and the Upside Down Castle is essentially a hard mode, because there are some stupid hard enemies in there. I mean, they just do ridiculous amounts of damage. But yeah, it's just a really, really great game. I don't know what else I can say other than it's been quite a while since we've had a proper 2D Castlevania game, and with Konami the way they are as of late, I don't know if we're ever really going to see another one again. I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if Konami's really going to make many more video games, or what they're doing, what their whole spiel is now. If I don't know. I know people love, Silent Hill, Castlevania, Metal Gear. I mean, those are the top three, I would think, right now by far. But they just have so many memorable franchises. It's just, I hate to see a great company like that go down. And Capcom is kind of making me wonder too. It's like they release how many versions of the same game? Street Fighter, Super Ultra Hyper Mega Turbo Fighter 2 2016 Championship Edition DX Plus HD. I mean, how many times can you release the same game? It's absolutely ridiculous. Street Fighter V turned out to be a complete, unless you're really into the competitive online thing, they pretty much released a game in early access and didn't bother to tell anybody that's what it was going to be. And they've kind of fallen in hard times lately too. So I don't know. It's really sad as we see some of these, especially some of these Japanese developers that are just so well known from when we were growing up. I just don't know what's going on with them. They're just having trouble with these modern consoles, or I don't know, just different ownership, leadership, or I don't know. But at least we're able to still play some of these classic games on modern systems, because Castlevania, this series is excellent. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, and until next time, I will talk to you guys again later.